Hello everyone, I'm Storm Checker ET meteorologist Austin Haskins. Overall, the last couple of days, the weather's been pretty good outside of a few of those pop-up showers and thunderstorms during the afternoon and evening hours. And of course, we've been dealing with a little bit of some of the haziness in the skies from those wildfires in Canada. Now, the haziness will linger for at least today, but I think by tomorrow and over the weekend, that should subside a little bit as those winds turn a little bit more southerly and kind of pushes it back up to the north. So we'll have to just monitor that for the next day or so. But for the most part, today and Friday, plenty of sunshine. It'll be warm, still kind of muggy, a little more humid though tomorrow. And then just a 10% chance for rain both days. Again, a little of those pop-up showers and rumbles of thunder into the afternoon. Still looking at the heat for the weekend, highs mid-80s to lower 90s. Likely we still could have a chance of reaching 90 on Sunday, though some suggestions are maybe Saturday is a possibility some of us could hit 90. Dew points upper 60s to mid 70s, pushing the heat index into the 90s both days. And depending on how warm and how humid we get, especially on Sunday, that heat index could reach triple digits in some spots. Thunderstorm chances are starting to pick up just a little bit, coverage about 30 to 40% from Saturday through Monday. And we now have the potential of severe storms each day, Saturday, Sunday, and for some, even on Monday as well. So we'll go through that here. But first, let's take a look at what we're expecting with the heat for the weekend. So this is the dew point forecast, one of the longer range computer models. You can see today showing in the afternoon around 60 degrees. So not too bad today still. It's teetering on the noticeable to humid category. So that comfort line is about 60 degrees is kind of what we use. So we'll be right around that today. A little bit more humid tomorrow into the mid 60s, around 70 on Saturday. And look at Sunday and Monday, those dew points likely in the mid 70s. So it's really going to feel uncomfortable. But look what happens as we head towards the middle of next week. Those dew points drop back into the 60s Tuesday and Wednesday, and even into the 50s by Thursday. So some cooler and less humid weather is on the way towards the middle of next week. And of course, with the higher heat and those higher dew points, that's going to push the heat index likely, as I mentioned, well into the 90s for the weekend. Now it's showing 92 Saturday, 93 Sunday, 90 on Monday, and this is in the mid-afternoon hours. But again, I think these numbers could be a little bit higher than what you're seeing here. But the idea is that we're going to be getting into that territory where if you're going to be outdoors for any length of time, you'll definitely want to use a little bit of caution. Now, as far as the forecast goes with Futurecast, again, there's that very small chance of those couple of showers popping up. Really, the better chance for that today is going to be south of the Chippewa Valley down into the Coulee region. So places like La Crosse, Tomah, Sparta, the Dells, places like that, they have a slightly higher chance for seeing a few showers and storms around. For us, again, the rain coverage about 10%. So really, most of us are likely not going to see anything today. We're clear and quiet tonight. Some fog could develop overnight. Tomorrow, same thing. Lots of sunshine, few clouds. Couple spots of green showing up. So again, nothing really, significant expected. Friday night into Saturday morning looking really good. Now, I think most of Saturday is going to be pretty good, but after about, I would say, noon or so, and going all the way through Monday is when Futurecast, things kind of diverge a little bit. But this is one look at it. You can see it has nothing really in the afternoon. You can see some showers and storms up to the north, but then it will drift through the area as we head into Saturday evening. And again, could maybe see some strong to maybe severe storms with that. And I'll show you the severe weather outlooks we have in place here coming up. But another look at Futurecast, this is the European model. Again, not much happening today. Again, you saw those couple spots of green showing up. Again, the rain coverage, about 10%. Tomorrow night, or into Saturday morning, looking still pretty quiet. This one does have a little bit of activity in the early afternoon. This is around 1 p.m. and then not much into the evening hours, but then it's showing a line of storms potentially coming through around, 10, 11 p.m. to midnight, Saturday night into Sunday morning, and then maybe some more activity out to our west by Sunday morning. So the timing of this is going to be key a little bit, and it's a little bit up in the air. But the highest coverage of rain over the weekend, albeit 30 to 40% overall, anytime from about midday Saturday through Monday evening is when we'll see the better coverage for showers and storms around. Again, in pretty scattered fashion, but depending on how things play out, that coverage of rain may be increased in the coming days. Now, for severe weather potential, we have a level 2 out of 5 risk in place now for basically the entire area on Saturday into Saturday night. The exception will be places like Medford and the southeastern parts of Jackson County, where it's a level 1 risk in place. And then into Sunday, still basically the entire area is under a level 2 out of 5 risk is what this equates to essentially. But they have nudged this down a little bit further to the south than yesterday when it was farther to the north and slightly west. Now on Monday, doesn't really include the entire area. It clips the southwestern parts of the area. So places like Alma, Winona, Galesville, Ettrick, those areas, they are under that risk for severe storms on Monday, but the better chances are going to be farther to the south and to the west. So kind of the key takeaways again for the weekend. Again, higher heat levels and those dew points. So again, use caution if you're going to be outdoors for really long periods of time or any length of time. And of course, keeping those heat safety tips in mind. Also, thunderstorm chances scattered in nature Saturday through Monday. Severe storms are possible, as you saw there, for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. But this is the line I want you to look at right here. It's a conditional severe threat. And of course, the timing of it is still up in the air, but that lid in the atmosphere that we've talked about before, that's kind of, limited our severe weather potential a couple of times in the last couple of months. There's the potential that that lid could hold again. And if that's the case, we're not going to see much thunderstorm activity and certainly not much in terms of severe weather. But if that cap breaks, that lid breaks, then we're going to have the ingredients available for showers and storms to develop and potentially some severe storms. So it's something that we'll be monitoring over the next couple of days. So be sure to stay up to date as always on air, online, our social media pages, and of course, downloading that free Storm Tracker 18 weather app. So we'll be here to keep you updated. But until then, enjoy the really nice weather in the forecast for today and on your Friday. Highs today mostly in the mid-80s, lower 80s towards the north and east. We'll go about 87 for Eau Claire and Menominee, 85 for Black River Falls. Lows tonight, mostly low to mid-60s, some upper 50s to the north and east. So just like the last few mornings, very similar. Highs tomorrow, maybe a degree or two warmer. We'll go mid to a few upper 80s across the area, and we'll step that up even just another degree or two into Saturday with mid to upper 80s. I have a couple of spots like Durand and Alma reaching 90 degrees, and I want to see some newer data coming in over the next roughly 12 to 24, 36 hours, and there's a possibility that we could bump Saturday up to 90 in Eau Claire. It's not a guarantee, but something that we'll watch. And of course, the timing of the rain is going to be a key on that. Still looking at about 92 for Sunday, 90 on Monday. But then once the cold front goes through on Monday, we drop to the low 80s Tuesday. And look at Wednesday of next week. If that pans out, that's going to be a great mid-July day, a little below average temperature-wise, but upper 70s, sunshine, and less humid conditions.